what is too big to fail?
Man, y'all getting exclusive right now.
Well, give us what you can.
No. It's basically something that myself and my business partner by the name of Dave Gross, he's a real estate developer. He come from Wall Street. He just a dope investor, and he also grew up in the inner city of L.A. His brothers, went through the street stuff in L.A. He was somebody that pursued finance early, and basically he partnered with me. And it was his original concept that he brought me in on, but it's basically a science, technology, engineering, and math center on the first level.
And that's STEM acronym.
That's an acronym for STEM.
Yes.
And what's important about STEM is that all of the jobs in Silicon Valley require STEM knowledge.
Right.
So if you're going to go work at Google, Facebook, any one of these billion-dollar companies that have very, very little diversity and that will hire just based on there's not a lot of qualified people.
Skill.
Yeah, that come from our ethnic backgrounds. It's important because they saying that there's no pipeline, that these kids got to learn so early that public inner city schools are not training them to go be a part of Silicon Valley. So the idea for Too Big to Fail is that we'll be a bridge in between Silicon Valley and the inner city. And it's a model that we're going to scale. We're going to start it in LA and we're going to go to Baltimore with a celebrity or an influential person from Baltimore, and then go to DC, and then go to Dago, and then go to Atlanta and create Too Big to Fail as a resource network across the country. But the other side of it is that it's a WeWork model. And WeWork is basically office space for rent without a lease.
Right.
So if I'm an up-and-coming entrepreneur, I don't got credit, I don't really have enough to make a full commitment to a 2-3 year lease, I can go in and say, I want to rent it for a month or a week.
Yes,
or
sir.
a day. And even on top of that, the other side of it is that if you don't have cash, you can offer hours. If you're a young entrepreneur from the area and you live in the area and you can't afford to rent your office space with cash, you can say, I'll give labor and I'll come work for the operation and I'll come help around the building in whatever way that you are a specialist in, and we'll prorate your hours based on you giving back time.
Wow.
Hey, Nip, why take on that much? Because usually it's like, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Usually it's kind of I and me as opposed to us and we.
Right.
Why us and we?
Honestly, bro, as I move forward and just become more successful and more access is granted to me, all these things are coming to me. I'm not sitting down mapping out these things as much as I'll get credit for. I don't sit all day in terms of thinking about a lot of things outside of the priority, which is the music and the music operation. But based on what I say through the music and what people I think have got from me from interviews and just what they see my intention is, a lot of people bring these opportunities to me and be like, look, I know you believe in this because I heard you say this, or I heard this in your song, or I heard you say this in this interview. Here's something that, we can address. We can address that with. And it's already built. And I've been privileged enough to be able to look at it and say, this is dope, I believe in it, and start from there. And again, I'm the voice, so I get a lot of the credit, but I got incredible partners.
Yes, sir.
My brothers, Adam Fats, my brother Sam, JP, Karen, Steve-O, even before the Atlantic thing, Dallas been working with me, Dallas Martin, since day one. And then just outside of that, like I said, Dave Gross is the guy that really masterminded the Too Big to Fail thing. He just was like, Nip, the perfect person to do this with in LA. And then we did due diligence, found a factory in my area, talked to the city councilman, got the city involved. And it's dope. Like when you really see the announcement and what's going on, it's really some unbelievable next level stuff.
When do you think we'll see that? Like
February.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, it's done.
Right around the corner.
It's done.
I
was quiet about it because it was a big thing to do. So you always gotta not put your foot in the mouth because you might get postponed. You might have all type of things that happen. But
and then what happens? I thought you was
It went good though. So it's looking like February.
So the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way.
Now listen, that's called bars. You know nothing about that.
Peace, back with
Another one.
of my installments. We had to do better. In that clip, you just heard Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P. His passing was March 31st, 2019. So I was reminiscing, listening to his music and watching some of his interviews. And in that clip, he talked about this business venture that I don't know if it even got up off the ground because of his passing, which was called Too Big to Fail. I'm gonna tell you, he had a lot of irons in the fire where he was gonna do some very great things. It's too bad because this guy was on the verge of not just changing hip-hop itself, but the world. I know that people would say, oh, that's a stretch. But I'm telling you, man, this guy was different. And it's just so sad that he is no longer here with us. He should not have been taken off this earth. His life should not have been shortened the way that it was, in such a brutal way. So, RIP to him. And you know, the marathon continues, man. Black Sam is holding it down. So, yeah, this is just my 2 cents added on.
Look, this is just free advice from me to you. You take it or you throw it away. It don't matter.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, peace.